Spanish. Hoy inglés. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo está mi gente? I have to switch. Tengo que cambiar los cables. I have to change my cables. Today is English. Let me remember, I'm doing English today. Let me get a piece of paper. And hey, doll, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. We are notifying, okay, beautiful. So we're trying to do one day in English, one day a week in Spanish, one day a week in English. Today is English, and Wednesday will be Spanish. It is not easy to be me. Totally. It is not easy to be me. I tell you that. Let me make a little bit of change here. So we have nice angles so I can talk to TikTok, I can talk to Instagram. You look at doll. You look doll. Oh, thank you. And here we have in YouTube. Remember, we are always taping the video in YouTube. So if you need a refresher, you can always come to my YouTube channel and check out the videos, okay? Now, let me, YouTube, how Annabelle, Annabelle Silva, how is the lighting? How is looking in YouTube? I need a feedback in YouTube. Está bella. Thank you, gracias. Estoy fabulosa, pero estamos en inglés, please. El Wednesday en español. El miércoles en español. Your earrings so pretty. Thank you. Yuri and Alex Farah. Okay, did I lose the connection? Are we having problem in Instagram? Every time I'm doing Instagram, somebody calls. Okay, can you hear me, Instagram? Hi. Oh. Okay, let me reconnect again. This is happens all the time. Every time I know, nobody calls until I'm doing a live. No sound. Can you hear me? Oh, you hear me now. Perfect. Perfect. Ah. Yes, I hear you. Oh, fantastic. Because before I needed to go, close the account. Close the thing. Anyway, it's done. Finished. You can hear me. We are in business again. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much for those beautiful comments. And really, I'm here today with you guys because I really want to help you, guide you, give you my opinion or my experience about living a successful, beautiful, plentiful, joyful life. And you don't have it has nothing to do with money, and it has nothing to do with anything material. All this, the joyfulness and the happiness, it comes from working on yourself. And that's why the title for this lecture today, or for this presentation today, or for this discussion today, is from my book number 4. If you have book number 4, it's in page 20, in which I'm talking about draw water from your own well. This is my book number 4, and you find this, if you have the book, go into page 20, and it talks about, I talk about draw water from your own well. And then you see in that page, and you see that we have the three components that I'm always talking about: body, mind, and spirit. And not until we really make that connection, mental connection, that we make the choice, that we make the decision that I need to work in my body, my mind, and my spirit, then we always be chasing our tail. And that reminds me the little story about the cat. There was this cat, very smart, awesome cat, CAT. Make sure that I don't have lipstick in my teeth. So this cat, I'm going to stand up to tell you this story. This cat, let me see. Oh, then you two won't see me because I'm too high. So the cat saw a little kitten chasing his tail and chasing his tail and chasing his tail. So the old cat comes and asks the little kitten, why? Why are you chasing your tail? So the little kittens come back to the old cat and he says, well, I went to cat philosophy school. And the end I learned in cat philosophy school that if you chase your tail and chase and chase and chase and chase your tail until you grab it, then you will be forever happy. Ooh, wow. The old cat looked at the little kitten and said, well, I haven't been to cat philosophy school, but just like you, I learned that if you go about your business and you do the things that are important to you, it will follow after you wherever you go. How? That's the thing. You just go about your business. Today is English live. Yes, English live. Yes, English live. So, and I'm telling you that little vignette because it's reminded me that drawing we're talking about today from my book number 4, draw water from your own well. But then how do we draw water from our own well? Maybe some of you might be thinking, how do I do that? My well might be dry because in some people's well, you cannot, what I say, you cannot get blood from a stone. You cannot give what you don't have. How can I draw water from my well if I don't have anything, if I feel dry? If you're feeling dry, if you're feeling defeated, if you feel like you are at the end of the road, and if you feel that, my God, this year has been horrific, I don't know if I can take it anymore. This is the perfect time for us to reset mind, body, and spirit, because every time we had those amazing setbacks, when we had those amazing punches on the side of the head, when we get knocked down, when we feel like I don't know if I can continue with this, that is the perfect moment for you to regain strength, to regain your power, to regain yourself, to do now the thing that you wanted always to do or you've been craving on doing now because you have the motivation, because you had nothing to lose. You had nothing to lose. So when people, we should be thankful that we have problems, because when you have problems or challenges or situation or opportunities, we can call it any way we want. It can be a problem, it can be a challenge, it can be an opportunity. This is a blessing, because in that opportunity lies the transformation that I'm looking for. If you don't have those challenges, how can you change? If people don't have problems, how can you change? Because the problem is what ignites your creativity, ignites your power, ignites your decision. You know, you thought you could not do it anymore or you cannot take it anymore, but then within you comes this strength, this power. But for that power to awaken, you have to decide that you want to awaken the power, that you know you are not going to give up, that this is an opportunity for you to reinvent, to recreate, to ask for a little bit more. Because sometimes people give up almost always, and the last, when they need to do one more thing to be successful, one more thing. Abraham Bell, he's the one that created the telephone, the telephone. But it was a debate. It went to the Supreme Court, a debate that he didn't. It was debating, it was him and this other guy. So at the end, the Supreme Court decided that because Abraham Bell did one more little thing that this other guy didn't do it, then he get a title. He is the inventor of the telephone. So it's because people who are successful, and when I'm saying successful, I'm not meaning in a secular way. When I mean successful, I mean success, inner success. I think the most important success is your inner success. The victory within you. That you, it doesn't matter if anybody knows it, doesn't matter, because it's your inner victory, it's your triumph, it's you know that you did it yourself. Or you never do it yourself. We can talk about that. But you always have an invisible support system. You always have people who are willing to help you. Like in my case, I always have people not only that will tell me, oh, you can be good at this and you can be good at that, and you can write books, and you can do this. No, the people who said to me, you can write books. The person that said, I can help you by editing your book. I'm an editor. I can edit the books for you. My coach, I don't know how to do bodybuilding. I train you, and things like that. I want to go to school. I want to I want to go to study in the United States. Oh, this is how you do it. So this is the key. This is the key. So how do you confuse? Confuse. To be confused is good, because when you confuse, you don't do anything. When you in doubt, rule it out. If you are confused, don't do anything, because being confused, somebody says confused. So in my case, if I'm confused, I'm not doing it because I'm confused. It doesn't make any sense to make a choice, to make a decision when I'm feeling confused. Absolutely not. When in doubt, rule it out. You don't do it, okay? If you don't write in big, in capital letters, it's very difficult to read because of the tiny letters. I have to get a magnifying glass to read, you guys. So, okay, let me see what Ana. Saludos a entrenar, gracias. Okay, fine. Hello, doctora Musculosa, hello. Okay, any question, any other thing that we need to talk about? Drawing water from your own self. Remember, I'm talking about draw water from your own well. Talking about my book number 4 in page 20. And so it says here, so many people begin at the bottom, where I can tell what I call the confused zone. You're talking about being confused at the confused zone. It's right here in this book. Looking for answers all over the place. There, the one, okay, let me see. Book number 4. I'm talking about exactly what you're saying about confused. So, and in that stage of confusion, being confused, then we are looking for answers all over the place, not knowing that the answer is within yourself. Everything that you need is already within you. Everything that you need is already within you. What happened is I cannot draw water from my own well when I haven't discovered that I even have a well, because it's already within you. So what I need to do is to really get all the cobweb out of my mind. You know, the mind is confused because you have all the cobweb, is that right? And then well, the cobweb in your head, you cannot have clear thinking. You cannot have clarity. You cannot have you walk around being confused, being like oblivious of what's going on. Because when you are confused, you're not only confused in one area, you are confused in multiple areas. You are confused about everything. And that is so important that I have to develop that sense of clarity. I have to work on my own well. So when I am in need, I can dig in, bring the bucket down, and bring the water out. And not, we can use the analogy of water, but also we can use the analogy of light, being the light. Shine with your own light. You are a unique. I know you heard this before. And what I'm telling you, what I share with you is nothing new under the sun. Like Ecclesiastes says, there is nothing new under the sun. What I'm telling you, you already know this information. You already have that knowledge is innate within you. What I'm doing is refreshing your memory. And that is why when I said something, it resonates with you, it clicks with you. Not because I'm a genius, it's because what I'm helping you is to refresh your memory, to remind you something that you already know, that is innate within you. So how do I make my well? How can I increase the frequency of my light? Or how can I increase the abundance of my well? How can I have clear water? How can I have fresh water? For that, let me put a little bit, change here. Let me change here a little bit the air conditioning because it's getting warm here. I'm getting hot. Sorry about that. But hot. I'm a hot mama. So, how do you? Number one, you have to be willing. You have to have a willingness. And you only need a little willingness. A little willingness to make peace with yourself. A little willingness to honor yourself. A little willingness to respect yourself. A little willingness with being the best, accepting your divine greatness, accepting your divinity. That is what life is all about. That is the reason you are here. So, how, number one, you have to have a willingness, the desire, okay? We can take notes and say we have to have, number one, the desire. Do I want it? And the whole thing in life, whatever you want to achieve in life, you have to want it. You have to have a burning desire to reach that goal. Once you have that flame ignited in you, because you have it in you, now what you have to ignite the flame. And then as time goes on, we have to fan the flame. We have to fan. And that's why a lot of time You have to hang around people who fan your flame, no people who want to put it out. Okay, so you have to have the desire that the desire that to know me. Who am I? You know yourself. Have you ever gone in the mirror and stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself right in the eyes for about 5, 10 minutes? Keep looking at yourself steady in the mirror. Don't move. You just looking at yourself right in your eyes until as the minute, the seconds go by, you're gonna feel this connection with your inner self. You're gonna go down into who you are. Because what we do, we just look at yourself, "Ah," and you go on. But stand in front of the mirror for about 5 minutes, and during those 5 minutes, you are just staring deep in your eyes, deep in your eyes, getting to know you, getting to know who you truly are without being fearful. And sometimes people don't like doing this type of exercises because they're fear. And the fear is to know yourself. It's amazing because people think that one of the greatest fear is public speaking. I believe, in my opinion, the greatest fear is to know yourself. And to know yourself not because you are horrible. The opposite is because you are magnificent, because you are divine, because you are indestructible, because you are a divine creation, and you are co-creator with God. You have all this power. That's the fear. The fear is not that I'm going to discover that I'm a bad person. Totally the opposite. It's totally the opposite. So having that burning desire is going to help you to do the right things. It's going to help you. People sometimes they think that they're gonna have discipline or they're gonna have willpower by, oh, how do you get the willpower? No, 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 no. If you have a burning desire to achieve anything in life, you will have the discipline because the burning desire, that desire is the fuel that ignite you to keep on going and to keep moving. Because that's why it's a burning. It has to be burning. It burns you. You become obsessed with this idea that you want to achieve in life. And the greatest idea, the greatest magic show that you can witness is the transformation of your own self. It's the rediscovering of who you truly are. That's what it's at. So you got the burning desire, then now you have to take action. Remember, if you don't, if you knowledge, if you don't act, doesn't mean anything. You can have my 5 books. You can have the Bible memorized. You can have the Encyclopedia Britannica in your head. But if you don't apply it, if you don't take action, there's nothing that's gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen. So the next step, but I assure you the thing, once you develop that burning desire, then you don't have to have discipline. You don't, because the burning desire will make you do it. Because you imprint that idea, that goal that you want will be at a subconscious level, and the subconscious mind becomes your best friend, helping you to get where you want to get, to go where you want to go. So that is the main thing with drawing water from your own well. Then you have, then you take it. Of course, this is gonna take you because you're gonna do body, mind, and spirit. This is gonna take you your body. Why? Why to respect and appreciate your body? Why to honor your body? Number one, from the secular point of view, you have health. Without your health, you can do nothing. You can walk, you can do no, 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 no. So without your health, you can do nothing. Number two, from the spiritual point of view, then your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. God lives within you. You have a support system, the Holy Spirit that works within inside you that every time you allow the Holy Spirit to connect with you, to guide you, to advise you, you have to say, please come, help me. Because that's the way it works. God is not going to be imposing on you and you don't know. You have free will. You have free will. If I have any situation, immediately I call into the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, come here, help me. I'm confused, whatever it is. But you have to call into those invisible support systems to help you so you can keep pouring water in your own well so that when you need it, you have access to that water. It's like saving, like having a saving account. It's like saving money. Then you have, the body, your body needs to exercise, okay? Your body needs to eat good food, healthy food, godly food. Put only food in your beautiful machine and that beautiful body that is amazing. You need your fingers, your toes, your ears, your beautiful eyes, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your stomach, your digestive system, your heart, your lungs. I mean, you are worthy millions of dollars because if you donate each one of your organs, they give you a lot of money for them. So from the financial point of view, your body is very valuable. So your body needs to exercise, number one. And how often you exercise? Well, I'm speaking for me. I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. You find this affirmation and all my affirmation in my website, drjosefina.com. If you go to my website, drjosefina.com, you can download my CD of amazing affirmation and only cost you $10. $10 to have more than 100 affirmations that are going to help you to reprogram your subconscious mind into a subconscious mind that is geared to help you to be the success and to have the success and to be the successful person that you are born to be. But you have to take action. You have to want it. You have to want it to make the change. So your body needs exercise every single day. Like I said in that affirmation, I know all my affirmations by heart. Any situation that you present to me, immediately what comes into my head is an affirmation because I've been doing those affirmations that you find in my website, drjosefina.com. Those affirmations, I've been doing it for years. So if something happens, instead of the negative thought, the negative programming, what pops in my head is my affirmation because I train myself. You have to train yourself. It's like everything else. And anything you do in life, you have to train yourself. To train yourself, you have to develop the skill. You have to develop the talent. You can be the most talented person, human being in the world. But if you don't develop your talent, you die with your music inside. And most people, a lot of people, unfortunately, they die with their music inside. Okay, so the body needs, I'm going to repeat myself, the body needs exercise, the body needs good food. What do I eat? Eat food that are holy. Eat natural food. Eat the food created from Mother Nature. Stop that nightmare that everything natural is bad for you. Okay? I'm not going to name products. I don't want to say anything because it's thousands and thousands of diets all over the place. And I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to tell you my opinion. It's only my opinion. I know there's millions and millions of experts. I'm just sharing with you what I write in my books, my 5 books that you find them in Amazon. This is book number 4. What I do, the way I do it. So I don't eat any processed food. I don't eat any man-made food. I cook my meals. I only eat out when I'm competing. When I win the Saturday after my competition, I go to a Mexican restaurant because that's the type of food that I like to eat. After my competitions, I had chicken quesadilla, I had mojito, I had chips and guacamole, I had nacho, I had a taco, whatever I want, I have it that night. That's my cheat meal. Only when I compete and I bring my trophies with me to the restaurant and then we eat together. So I make my own meals. I eat carbohydrates. I eat fruits. I eat meat. I eat chicken. I eat fish. So anything that is natural, any godly food, the food that I have here in my desk, I wrote this in my desk. The food I eat contain only what God put in it, nothing else. I have it here in a sticker on my desk. All naturally, all natural contains only what God put in, nothing else. How do you do if you travel? Very easily. Okay, somebody said, let me stop for a minute. Get a question. How do you do if you travel or visit family? Very easily. I think staying in a hotel is easier than with family, okay? But if your family knows your lifestyle, your family will do things for you because they want you to visit, they want you. I think it's very easy, you know, okay. In a hotel, it's super easy. Why? Because you order what you want. In a hotel, you order your meal. Whatever you eat at home, whatever I eat at home when I'm in a hotel, I eat the same thing, chicken, eggs. Okay, so you choose fish. I mean, if I'm on vacation, let's see, I go to Cartagena. My last trip, I think it was to Cartagena. Fish, fresh food, fresh fruit. I mean, I don't. It doesn't change. You know why it doesn't change? Because if let me calm down because I'm so passionate about this. If it is your lifestyle, when it is a lifestyle, that's the way you live your life. It doesn't have to change because I go to see my mom, or I go to Cartagena, or I go to India. I've been to India, I've been to Bangkok, I've been to all over the place, and I eat the way I eat at home. The only difference that I'm placing an order in a hotel, and if and then I tell them how I want it made. I tell them I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, don't put the dressing on it. No, no. I just tell them how I want it. Now, if it is your family, if your family, I know from my own personal experience, when I started making the changes of my life, when I was in college in Venezuela, I didn't eat, like fried things like my grandmother would do or my mom. So I started showing them how I like to eat. And I was a freaking teenager. I was early 18, 17, 18, 19. So I started changing my way of eating because I was going to school to be a PE teacher. So you take courses in nutrition. So you start seeing, you start learning, you learn, you go to school and you learn. And I'm the type of person that if I learn something, I apply it. I'm not the type of person that I like to accumulate knowledge in my head just to keep my head busy with stupid shit there that I don't do anything with it. So I'm the type of person that if I learn something, I'm going to apply it. So I started changing my eating habits. So what I used to do then, when I got my first job, I will buy my own veggies, my own food. I will cook my own meal, and I didn't eat what my mom or my grandmother did. So I'm telling you that because then I started developing that habit. Then I will go to visit my aunt, and my aunt will make things my way. Well, Josefina doesn't like this. Josefina doesn't like that. And they started making the way I like it. Or they ask me. Once people are very respectful. when you share with them your way of life, and they see that you are for real, that you know fake. It's not like you do that because for a weekend. You know what I mean? You're real. When you're the real deal, people respect you for that, and people will go out of their way to make your stay in their home comfortable. I used to do seminars in people's house. People will hire me. I will go to Connecticut. I will go to Massachusetts. I will go to New York. People already knew because they will take classes here with me, and then they wanted me to do it in their home state. Then they will take me there, and they will make my meals the way they knew I like it, the way I eat it. So that is the way you do it. So we have to be real. That's your lifestyle. You don't change it because you go to Hong Kong. Did I make myself clear? I think so. Encourage you. Ok, me están diciendo que por favor compartan los videos y que pongan like. Me dice TikTok que ustedes, TikTok, pongan like y que compartan el video para que tengamos más gente. Pero tú sabes que yo lo que se los estoy diciendo y es nice, ¿no? Es nice que tengamos bastante. Pero a mí me gusta la calidad. A mí no me importa tener 1, 2, 3 personas, pero que sean como yo. Cuando yo comencé, yo tenía como 10 personas que me seguían en Facebook. Éramos como 5. Ok, ok. Ok, Lisette dice, thank you for this talk. It motivates me to stay focused in the things I really want. Thank you again. You're welcome, Lisette. And let me tell you a thing. And I'm doing all this because you guys asked me to do it. So you please keep doing it because you encourage me. Because I can be here happy, I mean, doing my own thing, but I do it because you guys tell me, please do it in English or Spanish. So that's what I made discipline myself to do it once a week in English and once a week in Spanish. I just turned 50. What is your best advice for optimum health and fitness going forward? I think you look amazing. Anise says, I just turned 50. What is your best advice is to exercise? The best advice, the cheapest, the easiest, the more amazing, the one that you get instant gratification at the moment you finish is exercise. Choose the type of exercise that you love. The key is to choose the type of exercise that you love, that you like, because you don't need discipline. See, when you love something, you don't have to push yourself to do it. You don't need discipline because you love it. You can't wait to go. So make sure that you exercise the best, the one you like. And like I said, I do it every day. I'm the type of person who believes that you have to exercise and to train every day because every day you want vitality and balance. Number 2, your nutrition, especially when you turn 50, you go into those changes, the natural changes. Because menopause is not a medical condition. They try to make menopause a medical condition. What about my grandmother? What about my aunts that they died 110 years old, 105 years old? These women never complained about menopause, but their lifestyle was key. And what they do, what they found, when they go to the blue zones, people live for 100 and something years, and the women don't have this menopause deal because of their way of life. So you have to eat pure, eat godly food, eat the closest that you can eat from nature, buy your own food, cook your own meals. Because when you cook your meal, you put in the energy. When I'm cooking my meals, it's like I'm at the gym. I'm totally focused, constant focus on what I'm cooking. And my main meat is chicken. But my chicken never tastes the same because every time it just tastes different because I focus on the creativity and you become very creative. You allow yourself to awaken that creativity. So I cook my own meals and I make the most amazing food meals in 10, 15 minutes. Very nice. Number two, okay, so we have exercise. Then we have nutrition. Eat clean. What is clean? Eat natural, closer to nature. God made food. Instead of man made food, eat God made food. That's what I do. Can you share your recipe? My recipes is that this is the thing. Mary said, can you share your recipe? Because I create them at the moment. I have to have somebody with me every single day taping me doing my cooking because it's just the creativity flows. I can't tell you, oh, this, no, it's just whatever is, whatever I have. I mean, it's incredible. So that's why you don't see me coming out with a book recipe or this and that to sell you this and to sell you that because it's right in the moment. The creativity is just amazing. Ah! Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? Okay, let's wait. Okay, can you hear? Okay, Halina, you hear me, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, great, great. Okay, I when I'm in the zone, it bothers me that people bother me. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the moment, I'm in the zone, I'm with you, and I'm that type of person. I'm the type of person is a monomaniac. I can only do one thing at a time. So that's what happened with my cooking. So another thing that is important for people, women that at any age, then they relaxing, develop some um, skills that it has to do with meditation, relaxation, reflection that minimize the stress. Because one of the things that are horrible for women as they get older is the stress level. You know, you do yoga, Pilates, do whatever you need to do that you like to develop a skill that you manage the stress that comes into your life. I don't have strength, but I meditate every single day. I meditate and I pray every single day because the meditation and praying is just amazing. And you do that first thing in the morning. The first thing in the morning, you do your meditation, you do your prayer. And your meditation can be 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute. You know, if you only have 1 minute, it's the love that you do it, God, well, God or life, whatever you want to call it, they don't want you to have, oh, 5 hours of meditation or anything like that. It's just the intention, the purity of your heart, the love, the intention. You know, God, I gotta go to work. You are with me, take with me, guide me, help me. Everything you know that I need to do today, please let me do it. And you with your own plan, with you in mind. That is exactly what you want me to do for today. Protect me because you know there is things out there that it can be very negative. Please help me to stay focused, to stay centered. Do your prayer. That's how I pray to God. This is I do it. It's just like you have a conversation with God. You have a relationship with God. You have an intimate relationship with God. Oh, you know, and that is amazing. And that's what I talk about in my book number 3, having happy and healthy relationships because it's so important. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that one right now. But okay, so going back, drawing water from your own well. So we did the body, then the relaxation, and another thing that is critical for all of us, for any adult at any age who wants to cultivate their health, is resting. You know, people ask me every day, how many hours do you train? Very few, almost none, ask me, how many hours do you rest? I can be all day at the gym, but if I don't rest, you need to rest. You need to get used whatever. I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. 7 hours for me is perfect. So you need to make sure that you develop good sleeping habit. If you're the type of person who have a difficult time sleeping, start developing a ritual in the evening. Take a shower. So you come from work, you cook or you do your dinner. Then you wanna do the you if you wanna do it before you cook or before whatever you want. But I'm just gonna tell you, come home. This is what I used to do when I used to work out. Work outside, work for institution, university when I was a teacher. We'll come home from work and I take a shower, cleanse from all the energy, cleanse from all the, you know, people's stuff, because people's energy is just the same. Like if you are around people who smoke, and when you get in your car, you stink and you don't smoke, but the smoke of the other person or persons is impregnated in your hair, your clothes, yourself. The same thing with energy, positive energy and negative energy. You don't want anybody's energy. You want your energy. So one of my rituals, then I will take a shower. Pow, 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 get all the stuff off myself, clean, then I do my meal, da, 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 da. Then you do whatever you want. And you can do it in any order that you want. But it has to be with you, when you're thinking, has to be that this is part of your ritual before you go to bed, your bedtime. You create a ceremony. Listen, you're going to sleep. You're going to sleep. You might wake up and you may not. So if you don't wake up, you better be clean. If you're going to heaven, you better be clean. If you're going to hell, who cares? You burn in hell. A lot of stress. Okay, a lot of stress. You have a lot of stress. Nui, go in my website. Download for $10. A gift for you for your New Year's present. Go in my website, drjosefina.com. Download for $10 my meditation CD. You need to meditate. And my meditation CD is the best meditation CD that you will ever find. Go to my website, drjosefina, JOSEFINA.com. Go in my website, go to the store, go to CD, and download not the affirmation. You need a meditation CD. I have 6 CD, but you need the meditation CD. It will be the best $10 you ever invested, because that is an inversion. You are investing in your peace of mind and in your health, because one of the main killers, the principal killer is the stress. What kills people more than anything else is the stress. So you don't need it. Nobody needs it. Jessica, gracias. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I want you to go to my website, drjosefina.com, get my meditation CD. I hope you do it, because if you do it and then you get any one of my books, I will recommend for you book number 3, because it's about relationship. And this book is not about a romantic relationship. Those romantic relationship comes and go, okay? I'm talking about relationship with yourself and with God. Once you have a perfect relationship with you and with God, everything is a piece of cake. Exactly. Okay. We also have Monica. That's why my book number 2. I have a book for all that. This is book number 2. You have to train your cognitive power. You have to keep learning. You have to keep developing your cognitive power because it's body, mind, and spirit. And the mind we can include the brain, and the brain needs to exercise, and part of the exercise that we do to the brain is learning new skill, new language, new activity, new exercise, new everything. Look at change your perception, because we know living in the time that when I was going to school that the neurons in the brain will die. No, they don't die, they reproduce, they keep on growing, they keep developing. As we age, they become what we develop what is called plasticity. We continue to learn. That thing that an old dog doesn't learn new tricks is false. Because number one, human beings are not dogs. And education is not a trick. It's a matter of learning, having the desire to keep developing your body, your mind, and your spirit. And you're absolutely right. We have to continue to develop our cognitive power, because then you don't have, if you do that, you don't have to say, well, I don't remember name because it's because of age. Has nothing to do with age. That the fact that you don't remember things has nothing to do with it. If you look and you Google like Alzheimer's and brain diseases, you can prevent, or you can slow them down. Number one, with exercise. The number one medication that I will tell everybody, the first medication that you need to take is exercise. And the second one is meditation. Meditation. Meditate. Exercise and meditate. And you will see. You will see. That is my advice for you, Anis. And here in my YouTube channel, go in my here in my YouTube channel and look at my video. I have amazing videos about lifestyle, about exercise. I mean, amazing videos. I mean, look at my videos here on YouTube, and you have a resource, amazing, unvaluable, priceless. Wow. Ok, no leo las cositas chiquitas, póngamelo en grande, please. Y TikTok, por favor, es así. You don't. Please write in capital letters. My TikTok friends, if you don't, because you guys have great comments. Okay. Anything else before we go? We got like about 10 more minutes. I'm checking time here in Instagram because hola amor, blessing to you, Josie. Thank you very much. Remember, on Wednesday, I will be in Spanish. El miércoles estaremos en español. Okay? So, drawing water from your own well is in my book number 4. I have 5 books. This is book number 4. This is book number 1, Vibrant at Any Age. This is book number 2, Continue to Learn. This is book number 3, about relationship with you and God. And book number 5, Divine Destiny. And to get to the divine destiny, then when we start drawing water from our own well, then we will reaching down into our divine destiny. So let me just give you a synopsis of what it means to me, draw water from my own self. It means that when you're in trouble, when you are in trouble, okay? When you feel down, if you have been working on yourself, we all have that. Everybody, the days that you feel you want to give up, but it's normal. What is not normal is to be like that all day long, or to be like that 2, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, a whole year. then you need professional help. But when you work on yourself and you have those challenges moments, challenging days, challenging situations, because you can be happy, but something happened. And this is the thing, the definition of happy. Happiness depends on what happened. So people want to be happy. No, you don't want to be happy because your happiness is depending on what happened. Something happened, you're not happy. No, I don't want to be happy. I want to be joyful. I want to be joyful. I want to have joy and peace and contentment and clarity in my head. That's what I want. Because happiness depends on what happened. Joy depends on me and God and my relationship, my beautiful relationship with God, how I feel about myself, how content I am. If I'm going into my, if I'm in my path of my divine destiny, because I work on myself. So where do I go? I go to my own wisdom, because we as we work on ourselves, we always ask God for wisdom, for guidance, and then you ask, and then it's given to you. And then when it's given to you, you obey. And when you obey, you see the blessing. And the more you obey, the more blessing comes to you. So what happened? You pouring water into your well. You developing the light. You working in your light. So when anything happens to you, you can go quiet. You can go in your room. You can go into your special place. Like this is one of my special places in my house. Have a special places in your house. This is one here where I study the Bible. Another one is my room. Like Jesus says, go in your room, close the door, be by yourself, pray, meditate, reflect, and be your own advisor, because there is no better advisor than you. Your life experience, your wisdom, the information that you have accumulated through life. So you have God and you have your life experience. And you have, on top of your life experience, you have some kind of information or education, formal education or information or training, whatever. That is your source. And sometimes you're lucky enough to have people who are at the same level of consciousness that you are, and that person can guide you in the right way. But you have to be careful, because if you're hanging around people that are not at the same level of consciousness than you are, then you're in trouble, because those people are going to tell you their perception, their perspective, their way of life, or whatever. So you have to make sure that you cultivate the qualities that are love, kindness, patience, gentleness, whatever is good, whatever is lovely, whatever is kind, whatever is a good report. And you find those like the fruit of the spirit. You wanna work on that, because that becomes where you go. Where do you go when you're in trouble? You can't be running around all over the place looking. No, you have to have a special place that you go. Linda Moore, yes. From the point of view, a spiritual point of view, it's just like, who's your rock? Where is your hiding place? Where do you go to rest? I know where I go. Time to go. How often you measure my muscle mass? When my trainer wants me to do it, he wants me to do it next week for the beginning of the year, because we're competing in April. My next competition is in April, so we're gonna. He asked me today to do one on Monday. So I do it whenever he tells me, because we have to keep measuring that we are going in the right direction. You have to evaluate. You want to know whether you're going in the right direction or not. You have to evaluate. I look 911 training and I fail the class. Okay. Well, you didn't fail. You never fail. You just learn how to. You learn that you didn't do it right, but it's not failing because you learn. You learn that you didn't do it right. I love your last YouTube video for back exercise. Your arms and back so impressive. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. Okay. Anything else before we go here? I think we're getting to the end. Anybody else? So we remember then that we have, and so we're talking about in my book number 4, we're talking about drawing water from your own well, body beginner. Okay, yes. Oh yeah. Well, today it's interesting because today, yesterday, I did a posting that the only job you start from the top is digging a hole. And that's exactly what I'm saying here in different ways, but I'm saying that here in book number 4, that most people want to start at the top. Most people want instant gratification when it's not about, it's all wrong. It's not about that. It's about the process. It's about enjoying every minute, everything, because once you get there, you reach your goal, immediately you have another thing in mind. You want another thing. So it's the process. The secret is enjoying the process. Thank God I enjoy my process. Man, 45 years old, 250 pounds, 5'2". She's 45 years old, 250. Well, that's a lot, isn't it? Okay, so you need to walk. Start walking. When you have you have an excess, a lot of weight, excess weight, the best way, the safer, most amazing way is walk. Walk every day. If you can walk for 10 minutes, fine. 1 minute or 5, whatever. But the thing is to start walking every single day, because if you start with 5 minutes, your body is the next day your body is going to want 6 minutes, and the next day the body wants 7 minutes, and one day you're walking for an hour and you even notice because it's so beautiful, it's so wonderful. So when you have extra weight, a lot of weight, please start walking. That's how I used to do with my clients that were over 100 pounds. I used to have clients that were over 100 pounds and they can hardly walk because their knees will bother them. But then, like I said, they start 5 minutes, 3 minutes, the weight start dropping. Control your portion control. Have you 3 meals a day. You don't need 5 meals, you need 3 meals. Your breakfast, your lunch, and small dinner at night, mainly protein. Make the change, get my books, join my YouTube channel, go in my YouTube channel, Dr. Josefina. Look at all my videos on YouTube because they are about motivation. My YouTube channel is a fountain of knowledge, body, mind, and spirit. Then get my book, go in Amazon and get my book. Get the 5 books at for once. Pow! You have to have the determination. Get my 5 book and start with book number 1. Vibrant at any age. Start with book number 1. Get my affirmations in my website. Go to my website, drjosefina.com. Get the affirmation CDs. Get a 5 or 6 CD. I think I have 6 CD for $10. Download the CD. Listen to the CD. If you want to change your life, you want to drop the weight, you got to do what I'm telling you to do. And I'm very serious because I've done it with other people. But you have to put the work. I can tell you until I drop dead what to do. But if you don't do it, you don't put action to what I'm telling you, and I'm telling you seriously, and you have to act towards yourself the same way I'm talking to you seriously, because that's the only way. Is when you download the Mind is Designed for Success, which is one of my CDs, you're gonna learn to to talk to yourself, to talk to the subconscious mind. When you are reprogramming your thinking, you have to talk seriously the way I'm talking to you. So my subconscious mind knows I mean business, and the subconscious mind immediately changes. But you have to do it. You have to do it. There is a moment in life. I'm going to end with this. There is a moment in life that we have to make a choice. I either do the changes that I have to make, or I accept myself just the way I am. And I don't talk about my way anymore. I'm not talking about my issues anymore. It's just like I don't have any issues. Like if you have your perfect weight, or you have your perfect house, whatever it is. But we have to make the choice, because once you make that choice, accepting yourself, either accepting myself the way I am right now, because I'm not going to get CDs, I don't want to buy books, I don't want to walk, I don't want to exercise, I don't want to do nothing. Perfect, be happy. But be happy. Don't talk about that anymore. Only you talk about that with your doctor. But you don't talk in social media, you don't talk to your friends, you don't talk to your family. Only exclusively you talk to your doctor. But if we want to make changes, making changes means commitment, determination, commitment. I have to invest. I have to invest my time. I have to invest my money. I have to invest my energy. I have to invest my emotions, because I have to put emotion in my changes. Because the more emotion I put in my changes, the quicker I get the results. If you do your affirmation, if you only write your affirmation, you get 10% success. If you read and write your affirmation, you get 50% success. If you read, picture, and feel, you get 100% success. And the emotion of the change that you want to accomplish is where the success is. But we have to make our mind. We have to, because once you make your mind, either way, you move forward towards your light. You move forward towards your destiny. Whether if you're gonna last one day or you're gonna last 100 days, nobody knows that. But that's what I would suggest for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, let's make peace. Let's make a choice. You have the blue pill or you have the red pill. You take the blue pill, you know what's coming. The same old, same old. You take the red pill, it's gonna take you in an amazing journey. That is, because whatever you're doing now is preparing you for your adventure ahead. Whatever you're doing now is preparing you for the adventure ahead. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be the blue pill? Or is it gonna be the red pill? Or no pill? That means you stay the same. I say pow, you say wow. Pow! How many calories? Well, you have to figure it out based on your metabolism. If you are men, usually men need like 2,000, a woman needs 1,500. Everything depends on your metabolism, based on metabolism. So if you are men, usually it's like 2,000 calories. A woman is 1,500. Below 1,500 is you start losing weight, or 2,000. So you have to really talk to the gym. You have to talk to your doctor. You have to get the information that is unique to you. I know the information that for me. I know how many grams of calories I need to eat. I need how many grams of protein. I know everything, but because it's my body. I'm 5'3" and I weigh 125 pounds. So if I want to look weight, then I have to eat below 1,200 calories. Okay, sí, Carpio, perfect. 75, perfect, perfect, perfect. I am Lucy from Venezuela. God bless you. Gracias, Lucy. I love you too. Hi, hi. Josefina, have amazing structure cerebral very muscle as well. Okay, my friends, has been an amazing journey. Remember the books, Vibrant and NEA, you find them in Amazon. The link is in my profile in Instagram. My YouTube friends, thank you very much. TikTok, I love you. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, my favorite people. I said, Pau, you said, wow, see you Wednesday. Nos vemos el miércoles en español a la misma hora. Okay, I love you. Bye. And no yet, yes. And